look so beautiful in your yellow.
Thank you.
I want to put a smile on your face. You look really, and you know,
just let me lie. Only lie you can put a smile on my face, yo.
I can see that you guys are really at it, and if okay, can I just talk to Crunchy Queen? Is it okay? Can I take permission to ask her some questions?
Oh, of course. Aristocrats, you can bring that big going into the big screen, please.
No. Okay, no, I'm good. No. Thank you. First of all, Crunchy Queen, can you please, because I've heard this fraud issue has been an ongoing issue for a while. And I'm just a little bit confused about what is going on about the fraud issue. And I keep hearing accountability. And I'm just a little bit confused about that. Can you please tell me how you guys were defrauded? What's going on with this? I'm not sure if I get it right. This morning was donated because of MOHBAD. So did anyone fraud you? Is there a fraud going on somewhere? Because I'm kind of confused.
I'm going to answer you this way.
Yes,
direct your question to BUKKY just to explain how 30 million was used for autopsy. So she'll be in the best position to tell you. Then you can infer whether that is a fraud or a scam. Okay.
So now, if I may come in, if it's okay, not to. I don't mean to be at headlong with you. This is just my take. I feel that in a case like this, if there's gonna be, accountability, is it okay to wait, for everything to be over before asking for accountability? Am I right?
Asking Bumi for DNA is also accountability. Maybe we should wait for MOHBAD to be buried, then we can now ask her to do DNA. Does that make sense? Accountability does not stop justice for MOHBAD. It can be done alongside, okay? So again, you can ask BUKKY Jesse to explain how 30 million was used for autopsy, my sister.
Okay, so if we are talking about asking BUKKY Jesse, I know that it was played on somebody's platform about what she said. That is what BUKKY Jesse said. But why don't you just hear from the person? Maybe hear from Mr. Loba if what BUKKY said is right. Will it be okay for to actually ask Mr. Loba? And I can see somebody type there, go to bed. You're right, I need to go to sleep. So will it be okay to ask Mr. Loba, directly about what is going on instead of BUKKY Jesse coming out to give you guys information? Because she might not so much.
You can also ask Aloba yourself directly to explain. Why not? Aloba, Jesse, Famuyiwa, and Olaiton are the 4 board of trustees named on the GoFundMe. So it is not out of place for you to pick your phone and ask Aloba to explain how 30 million was used for autopsy. It's not wrong at all, girl. Pick your phone and call Aloba.
Okay, all right. Okay, sounds good. Okay, all right. I think that is it. I just came up. I said I should just ask your question.
I forgot to ask one question. Crunchy Queen. So, are we saying now that autopsy have not yet been done?
My sister, that is $1 million question, almost like a jump question that I cannot answer. For BUKKY just said to say 30 million was used for autopsy, I may kind of infer that autopsy have done, but I cannot conclude on that. So it is best if you can ask BUKKY Jesse. Since you don't do 30 million autopsy, when I don't do the autopsy, it won't be bad, my sister, if you ask BUKKY.
Why don't you just let them, why don't you ask for the, why don't you wait till after the inquest and just wait and let them give you accountability? And, for this, because, they might have explanation, of what happened or what is going on. Because this BUKKY Jesse question might not be right. So I just feel this is my take, because I've been hearing a lot of noise and I just like to speak. I just feel maybe you should wait and just wait and just watch things before you ask for. And also with GoFundMe, and you can always go over there to GoFundMe and get your money back, Or if not, you can report the case to the authority and let it be investigated. I just feel so. So instead of, I just feel, because this is justice for MOHBAD, and I'm just confused about the accountability of such. I'm sorry. I just feel if you donate money into the GoFundMe, you can go back and get your money back, or if not, report it to the authority and just let the authority investigate this. That's what I feel.
And one thing again, I'm going to say in this public forum they are talking about, there should have been like a multiple disciplinary action taken before anybody can even do like a GoFundMe to manage public finances. I don't think they even did that, because I would say this, maybe they have plans on their sleeve. Because managing public funds is not an easy thing for you to just go into it and use it. They should have done those training, and then it was going to help, because this is a dead body money. It's not just ordinary money. It was money that was collected from people all over the diaspora, and including Nigeria. So let's just wait for the inquest and see how everything's gonna be done. Or I suggest that Baba Mohbad, if he's hearing me, as much as I love him, to come on live and get accountability of this money.
So coach,
let me come in a little bit. Yes.
Supreme, Madam Supreme. Did I say it right? You look like a Madam Supreme. Crunch. Now, let me tell you something, man. There's a guideline to GoFundMe. If Mr. Loba actually frauded you guys, guess what? That is a big problem on him, because GoFundMe have a rule that guides them. So that's a big issue. And I know that what you are doing is wise. You are a very wise woman. I've heard you so many times. You are smart, very smart woman. I also heard, you're a lecturer, and I do respect your wisdom. Well, let's just be calm, okay? Just try and take it easy, man, please, and just wait. And I'm sure accountability will be given to you, okay? Thank you so much, Supreme.
Thank you very much, Adedoyin. But what stage? Let me say something. You gave an advice. You gave was it an advice or suggestions that we should do?
Because I was actually sleeping, and I keep hearing all this. I heard crunch beautiful voice, and I said, okay, I recognize that voice. So, and I just said I should come up. So, and
you can go back to sleep. But I disagree with your submission, but your submission is a submission, because I think when you are in business, you do inventory. You don't do inventory of your business after you sell off the whole store. As you go along, you do inventory, and you suggested we do a billboard or something for mobile stuff. And I remember Aristocrats came up and said, hey, we need 2,000. We realized 1,100. At a point he came up, he said, we realized when we did the billboard, he came back to tell us, stage by stage.
So now,
hold on, let me finish.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
That is how you build trust, and that's how you carry people along. Right now, we don't even know how much specifically was donated. This account was opened in April. Access account was opened in December. Till date, nobody knows how much exactly is in the account, how much has been spent, who have they sued, how much do we have left, how much more do we have to go? And you guys are telling lecturers, doctors, lawyers, professors, well-read people, don't worry, after justice is done, after we get justice, which could be 10 years, which could be 5 years, that you and I know, which can be 2 years, or after MOHBAD is buried. We don't even know. So, we just went to school just to become follow and nuisance. And
okay, so can I, Supreme? Okay, right. Okay, so Supreme. Okay, all right, Supreme. Can I tell you something? If you have a business and you invest, let's say for example, you have an investment. Okay, I'm just bringing this in. If you have an investment, let's say you had a huge amount and that was invested, right? In between the investment, you don't go there and ask for your money. You wait until there is a turnover, okay? Or you wait until the investor, the person that are investing your money or your banker can tell you, well, I think you made some money. Then you can go there and see what you have, right? Then if possible, you can take your money back or you can invest the money, okay? So in this case, when it comes to accountability, I can say you guys, because I'm just following everything that everybody's doing. In this case, when it comes to MOHBAD's case, you guys donated some huge amount. The amount was donated because you want some things done, right? So now, part of the things that you want done was to have a son, according to what I know, right? And to have some other things, right? So in this case, I'm not saying you should not ask for, accountability. That is not what I'm saying. And I feel you guys should have a group instead of bringing it on social media and.
Now the money, I'm going to interject the way you interjected me. The money was collected in the public, and I don't think it's something we need to go talk behind. That's number one problem that I have. When they are doing their thing, they do it on their G. When they need money, they come to the public. I have issues with that. Are they doing? I don't know. I know my best friend on TikTok, Susan, always say you work. Use your good office. I don't know. Hold on. I'm still talking. I don't know which office you have that is good, but maybe, I don't know. But this son that we have, if you have an office at all, will you retain him? Because I will not. I hire and I fire.
Okay.
Because they say that, where is the bill of contract? Where is the contract? Where is things? We don't know. On Papariano, we have to.
Okay, so
I'm still talking. I don't always give you time to talk.
Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We saw that between $800 and $1,500 is for autopsy per person. And that is how much in Naira. Then somebody just came and said that they spent 30 million. Are you saying somebody of my caliber or aristocrat or a university lecturer who maybe she takes statistics and mathematics, I don't know what she teaches, and you have professionals and we should just fold our hands and not ask questions. Tell me, where are you coming from? Now we should just relax. Somebody just came when we know that we know autopsy is between $800 or $1,500. Okay, are you saying that we should not ask questions?
No.
I don't get what your pride is. And that's just like I told Falashade, if you don't like it, you are sleeping. You know what? I'm not going to go. When we're talking about analysis, you can come up.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Don't discuss this.
No, I'm sorry.
My nature is cheating. I feel that they are cheating the momos. And most of these momos, 1,000, 2,000, cheating.
Supreme, my darling Supreme.
Yes, my love.
Calm down. It's okay. Please. I'm begging you. Okay. It's good for you guys to ask for accountability. I support that. Seriously. But I just feel, yes, Mr. Loban, especially if you guys donated to this cause. Okay? Yes, accountability needs to be given. But you guys can go back and get your money. Okay, can you go back and get your money? Is it possible?
That's not what we want to do. That is not being acceptable. We want trust. You see, to me, I think a lot of people have problems with honest and trustworthy.
Right. You're talking about trust here, right?
I don't want my money back. Listen to me, they cannot pay me back. Is it my restless, my sleepless nights, my intelligence that I have invested today?
I know.
They cannot pay back. You cannot quantify it. It's depends. That's not what I want. I want transparency and accountability. I want you to be honest with me.
Very well.
You see, this way you are talking, if I have anything to do with the president in Nigeria, I will not want to do business with you because to me, I don't see you when we're talking. It's like you will just imagine fine over color or I got there. You will have a very change. What's it? I already voted for you. Why are you asking for it? I'm not sure they don't know. The conversation is change. What everybody maybe city that. Change on every city in Nigeria.
I so pray. But you know that there are some people that actually donate to this cause that we're talking about it. They just,
that is their choice.
You know, anonymously, they just give.
It's their choice. I don't even think there is anybody that is donated into this cause that is not even asking. They're like, oh God, they are murmuring, but they don't have the confidence to come out because of this almost 26 years old local, this mentality of a thing. There is nobody that. Some people on this TikTok are not.
Okay, all right. So I leave you. Okay, you know what? I trust you. You fight and you fight dirty. And I know. All right, continue. Okay. All right, coach. Everyone, take care now.
Can you do me a favor, please?
What's up?
In your neighborhood, can you please call around and see and just ask questions? Out of curiosity, call out 1 or 2, 3 autopsy people that do. Ask them how much they do autopsy.
So free. It's okay. Go ahead and fight dirty, okay?
Yeah,
all right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That is going to be your next governor's wife, FYI. It would be nice to attend doing in the comment section. Crunchy Queen, we stand gallant on this accountability. They have to account for anybody that says we should not account for accountability. You don't have to come to platforms like this. Just go to the platform where they don't ask for accountability. You know,
no amount of gagging can even stop us, my sister. No amount of gagging, no amount of defamation, no amount of maligning.
If you cannot account for the, I was going to read something to you guys before she came up.
Commenters that are keypad warriors, continue. Enjoy your.
Aristocrats there.
We are unstoppable. Because
on the big screen. I want to show you something quickly.
He who must come to equity must come with clean hands. If we are asking Wunmi to be accountable for MOHBAD's death, then we should do better. We should not make a mockery of what we claim to defend. So keypad warriors, continue, enjoy your day. We're not going to stop asking. 30 million for autopsy.
Oriental philosopher and statesman Chinakia is well known for his ethical dispositions while utilizing public funds. In a famous allegory, he used two lamps while walking. One for public work, another for personal work. The lamp that used public fuel. The lamp that used public fuel was never used for personal work. That is what they call accountability. The lamp that used public fuel was never used for personal work. Public coffers, the prime source of government funding, carrying people's expectations towards the nation's property and happiness. An ethical approach to public. Can you mute? Can you mute?
It shows here I'm muted though. Sorry, I don't.
An ethical approach to public coffers demand utilizing the funds with the right intention while strictly adhering to legal provisions. Deviation from this opens the way for misappropriateness. Any deviation, let me take that part again. An ethical approach to public coffers demand utilizing the funds, public funds, with the right intention, while strictly adhering to legal provisions. Deviation from this opens the way for misappropriation, misutilization, and underutilization of public funds, hammering noble development initiatives. So the ethical aspect of public funds should be a prime concern for all governance and the government. All of us. I want to know, when I'm driving along my street and I see a pothole, I take my paper and a pen and I write to my alderman. I pay tax. Why do I have a pothole on my street? I demand for accountability. So for somebody to be saying, and you always get a response from them, oh, can we give us the location of the potholes? We're sorry, blah, blah, blah. Okay? For you now, no. We need to go and ask how much is autopsy and toxicology. BUKKY Jesse insisted that Sanshitu was 25 million, even when Muyiwa said that it was 10 million. Now she came out to say, I share autopsy, but autopsy per person is between $800 and $1,000, $1,500. I'm going to Google it. How much is autopsy and toxicology in Nigeria? And you can go ahead and talk. Shebi àwọn kí ló ti ń pè Bámiṣayé did autopsy. The fees is aristocrat. Can you put me on the big screen? The fees sometimes ranges from 150,000 naira to 450,000 naira. Can you put me on a big screen? Ṣé aristocrat ń sùn ni? Tí mo ṣe máa ń like kí n wà lórí platform mi lélẹ̀. See? It's between 150,000 to 450. The autopsy, autopsy, ní 30 million. Hey, Celebwame. 30 million autopsy. Now, wow. Emadawo Kunio. Tobias, they will say they want to bury MOHBAD. There's no more money. Come and donate. And the lovers of MOHBAD will still continue to donate money. Girl. My wife call 150,000 to, it ranges between 150,000 to 450,000 maximum. Thousand, not million, no, 1 million. 1 million. Let me bring it up again. Oh God. Before me, it's Africa. No. Oh, remember. 150 million to 450. 150,000 to 450,000. Autopsy and toxicology. Oh, remember. I know you might not be able to read it, but I'm reading from right here. Google is your friend. So are we saying the government spent, so if the government actually spent 30 million to do autopsy and toxicology for MOHBAD, they have tried. That in itself is a form of justice. That means they have tried. Give them accolades. No, but you don't want to agree that the government, so the government spent 30 million to do autopsy and toxicology, and they have been housing MOHBAD in the morgue for the past 1 year. Is the government Nigeria and then? If I were to be in government and I spent 30 million to do an autopsy and it's been a year I have been housing the corpse, I will tell the party, they will have to be responsible. Then we have to be responsible for the placement of their loved ones. So, someone for 30 million for autopsy to MOHBAD, and we are here still castigating them, and they have been housing what in MOHBAD is for the past 1 year. And these same people, you will still have the mouth to be insulting the government. I mean, why are we like this? Why are we like this? So someone who spends 30 million of taxpayers' money to do autopsy and toxicology, and we are still calling them out and abusing him. That they go share it all. And we are asking Wumi to come and do accountability. Aristocrats, are you there? Hello? Am I audible? Hello? Before the next calling.
Yes. Now people have dropped. I don't know why.
I don't know if they are dropping the network that is dropping them. I don't even know if Aristocrats is still there. Rose, why did you drop? Now, wow, that's it. That's my come up now. Mr. Diamond.
Me, I just come home. I'm eating now. I'm eating, that's why I'm not talking. I say I'm eating. I just got home. I'm eating.
Oh, IT, you can unmute.
Yeah.
My question is, if it is true, it's 30 million. That means the government also paid 30 million for their own autopsy and toxicology, and they have been housing the body of MOHBAD for the last 1 year. The government in shape.
Let's not start pressing the government. The government will have to do what they have to do on behalf of the taxpayer. Given the technicalities surrounding the situation, I think the government will just do what is necessary. So it still doesn't stop us from being unhappy about the governor's conduct when he actually sort of like engaged with.
We have to call the citizens.
When he engaged with citizens, sort of like in the public space. So yeah, I mean the authorities will have to do what they have to do within reason, within bounds and the guideline as well as expectations. It's just a shame because when Adedoyin came up earlier, I wanted to engage with her. Unfortunately, there was no one to bring me up at the time. And because she was saying something about why don't the same thing someone mentioned, one of the ladies mentioned on Celeste's platform yesterday, why don't we wait till the end of the whole course? And then she attested to the fact that she will ensure and be responsible to make sure there is accountability at the end of the process. And I kind of thought, no, it's not going to work. And Adedoyin definitely threw some analogy into the ring about if you invest money in a business and all that kind of stuff. I believe that any aspect of any process where you raise money, even charity, you will have an annual account statement. You will have an interim account statement. You will have end of year. You will have various aspects of readiness for being inspected if it needs to be. If there's any reason for anyone to call, the account department out or the account, to be accountable for something, I think the public may decide that they want to put more money in, and they can so request that. How far have we got with what we have on the ground already? So you can't come and tell the public now that we're not going to say anything to you right now. You're going to have to wait till the end of what time? End of inquest? When is the inquest going to end? Another 2 years? Do we know? When MOHBAD is buried, when is that going to be? Next year? We don't know. So I think when people request for such, they haven't done anything so wrong other than actually showing interest in a process in which they've invested in. So, well, that's just my take. And I can see Supreme Iron Lady is on the phone in the background. Jack, good evening.
The IT guy, good evening, sir. Good evening, Iron Lady. Good evening, all panelists. Yeah, my pleasure to be here again with you, great people.
Yeah, so we're still kind of on about a number of things. Obviously, accountability comes into the process. Aspect of having an insight and understanding of the cost of autopsy, whether it's done in Nigeria or it's done in America and what have you. And even if you take it to the highest plot, you're still not going to get an autopsy, toxicology even combined, coming up to the tune of 30 million that has been put in the public space. And so far, the CEO, his team, be it the public aspect of the team and the lawyers, no one has actually come to debunk it, to kind of say it's not true. Obviously, if you have to then come and say it is not the real figure, then you will have to give the public your figure. And people will ask. It is not going to be a situation where you don't go and rob a bank and then get home. Your house gets surrounded by the police, and you're now requesting that you return the money. So that when you return the money, then it means that everything will be okay. I don't think life works out in a way where people are flagrant about this whole matter, very careless and loose-minded about it, and actually coming up with utterances like, if you don't want your money, go and collect your money. That is not how life works. And maybe sometimes we just need to be mindful. We need to kind of engage our brain sometimes, no disrespect to anyone, before we come up with such. But that's my take on the matter, to sort of like say when a request is put in, it is not to catch you out. It is actually that the people that work so hard for their money, the people that actually want to support the cause and the process, they actually want a good thing to come out of it, to actually get justice for MOHBAD. If they're asking a simple question, why should it be so complicated as a woman who is professing that a child belongs to a man and she's refusing to do DNA? You see, this is the same thing, where if they're requesting DNA from Wumi and Wumi is not giving them DNA, at the end of the day, they're telling you why should we, and then public is requesting accountability, and they're saying no until after the end of the show, that we don't even know when the show is going to start or finish. Is it not sort of like uniform? There is no sort of like semblance between the two. You know, you want DNA from Wumi. Wumi says no. The public wants accountability from you. You also say no.
Wumi, if they ask Wumi for DNA, Wumi should say, after you do accountability for
after they've done accountability, yes.
Wumi, that is what you should tell them when you get to court. After Aloba has given us accountability for the GoFundMe, that's what you should do your DNA.
Carry on, guys. I'm getting ready to go, but carry on listening.
So that is Wumi. That is what you should be telling Aloba. If they tell you, DNA is a must, accountability is a must. One of my colony from MOHBAD. On that one, I got your back. If they cannot do accountability for the money they collected from the public, they have no right to come and tell you to do, because everything is under accountability. Fear hearing it, we all accountability, don't do, you want to do until somebody share accountability of the GoFundMe. But they have to give us ask them, how come the autopsy of my husband cost you 30 million? You demand to see the receipt. In fact, Wumi, you can help us at the inquest.
Two wrongs will definitely not make it right. And I think that even if it's one member of the public that is actually demanding just a simple answer, you put a dashboard in front of, you put a front page in front of GoFundMe. We know that doesn't actually speak volume until you show us a dashboard behind what is behind.
But very soon, with the public, we will put it in the newspaper. We demand to know why the Joseph Aloba. We need to know why and how MOHBAD's autopsy cost 30 million. We will put it in the newspaper. We will put Lighton's picture one corner. We will put Luiwa's picture one corner, Bukky's picture one corner, Aloba's picture. We will now ask for accountability. 30 million autopsy. How? Why? Where is the receipt? Because what are the names of the people that are attached to the your crunchy queen? Only know your auto fit. Because we will have been here dragging her too. Susan, welcome on board. You can unmute your mic and speak. Susie, Jack or Rotessa, anybody that's available can unmute and speak. Rotessa, are you networking me there? For comments, don't be rude. Okay, leave your wumi out of your shina. Don't be rude. Don't be rude. You don't have to be here. Okay? Don't be rude. Àwọn wo ló ń ṣe shenanigans? Àwọn wo lẹgbẹ́ ìwọ àti Wùmí ṣe ẹgbẹ́? Are we mates? Don't say pé leave Wùmí out. Àwọn wo ló ń ṣe shenanigans? Don't be rude. Is it an aristocrat's network? Is it aristocrat's network? Aristocrat, is it your network? Okay. Orí ẹ̀ ò pé trade royalty ikú máa pa ẹ́ tìrantìran. Sorry, Madam Methuselah. Olùgbọ́ máa kú ní kékeré. You will not become a Methuselah. Olòṣì. If you are defending Wunmi, come and show your face and come up here. Àwọn ọmọ òṣì játijàti. Àwọn ọmọ ìrọ̀lẹ́ ayé. I don't know if it is aristocrat's network. Aristocrat is not even talking. My love, how are you, darling? TSL, I don't know. Can you people hear me? Aristocrat, I think his network is fluctuating. Aristo.
There's an issue, no doubt, with Aristo's. I think it was Chessman that actually brought me up just now. So there definitely will be an issue with Aristo's network.
Oh, okay. So you can continue, Aitigar.
Yeah, I mean, thing is, we can flog it from now till tomorrow. It actually appears as though the message has been sent, especially to Celeste's platform yesterday, and it was indeed clear that they will not be furnishing us with any updates until the end of the process, which obviously none of us actually know. So I think the apprehension at their end is actually that since BUKKY is actually blotted out that information, they're probably on one side struggling really hard to find a way of engaging the public to explain that. At the same time as they're probably running out of money because money is no longer going into the coffers. And I would probably suspect that's the reason why Gorexy and all these guys are bouncing across this side of the pond. It's just sort of like unfortunate, unashamedly, that the Gorexy of all people that actually swore an oath and actually swore that it will never land on any of this, especially Paparano's platform. Someone who took almost an hour out cursing Paparano, saying all sorts about him, tearing his character apart and all that kind of stuff. And suddenly appeared, and then started appearing on platforms. And all of a sudden, this woman just came in their droves, including Comfy, looking for support for the person who is actually classed us as anti-justice. So we want to remain anti-justice. So what's troubling him? What says him? So for the people that will keep saying accountability is not key, It will be interesting if they don't have access to their bank account, and they get to the bank, and the bank says to them, "I'm sorry, I can't actually give you access to that account until you can have access to it." If there's a technical issue, you should still be able to obtain information about your bank balance. But just imagine you go to the bank and the bank is telling you, "Sorry, Mike, if you can't get access through your app, we can't give you a balance of your account." I mean, just imagine how that will make anyone feel. And yes, that little money that Mr. John put into the pot could be, let's say, 100,000 naira. That can mean a lot to Mr. John, who decided that he wants to support the cause. And if Mr. John is asking to say, how is it going? You are now telling him to shut up, And it's no sort of like the volume of the money is not the quantity of any effort that is put into it. It's the fact that people are supporting this cause. And, they at the end of the day will get disrespected by the same people who, from my point of view, should know better. And it's not simple. They said something about is DNA, what they call it? Is DNA a disease? Doing DNA, is it a disease? Providing a simple accountability, is it a disease as well? It goes both ways. It actually shows that there's no one we can trust in this game, that this guy, this family are playing with themselves and playing with the public.
But they say DNA a death sentence.
Yeah, is it a death sentence? Yeah, but is giving accountability a death sentence too? Mm-hmm. Is it a death sentence? Is it a criminal offense? For you to just be transparent for a change, even for once. Just literally for once, just once only. Engage the public and say, just for you to know, we may not need to provide this information in future, and we may not want to put ourselves in a position to just be spewing down this information willy-nilly. We will engage you this time. Here is the statement of the account, period. Even if all we see is just a line that says bank account, name of account, scroll down, and then just show us the balance. That's good enough. Whether you use 5,000 naira to buy guguru, or you buy ekpa, or you use it to buy pure water, then at that point in time, it doesn't really matter. So there is nothing you do in this world. The biggest sort of like NGOs and the biggest charity organization in the world, you go onto their website, you see all their accounts. Annual account, interim account, quarterly account, end of year account, end of financial year account, end of anything account. Why? Because once people start putting money into something, and you're using the money for something that you've actually sort of like projected that you're going to use the money for, why would it then be difficult for you to just display? We pay SAN this one, this amount of money. We pay SAN that one, this amount of money. We pay this one, this amount of money. We spend 30 million on autopsy and toxicology. The balance is zero. It's simple. It's simple. Yeah, he said you guys had no business in the account. It's got nothing to do with accounts. If you are a shareholder in an organization, even if the shares you have in that organization is just 10 nominal shares, if you request to the headquarters of that organization, they will send you the annual account without any question whatsoever, even if you only bought 10 shares in that company. So when this whole situation is actually happening and they've sent you here, if they haven't sent you here, do you have any brain at all? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Nobody wants to dissect an account. Nobody wants to audit an account. It's a question. Be accountable. Don't come and tell us through BUKKY Jason that you'll spend 25 million. You've paid a lawyer 25 million when the people that are working alongside Baba Gurexi and them lot and came online, Crunchy Queen came online. They went to BUKKY Jason for her to correct the narrative that is 10 million, and she still carried on saying 25 million. These are the people that now will be accountable. And when you look at that, you realize that thievery is something that is actually as taking over the minds and the soul of this Aloba people and their associates across the board, whether it's from the wife side, whether it's from Aloba side, whether it's from anybody's side. These are all greedy people surrounded by the people who is teaching them the act of thievery. And people put things together, and then we are asking you for little. If I engage with my family, and this one is giving me £10 every month, that one is giving me £50 every month. So and when they come one day and say, Daddy, how much is in the book? Am I not going to show them the book? Am I not going to go to the bank and go and get a full printout of the book and give it to them? Is that not confidence? Am I not a leader? Even in my own household, I will do that. I'm not going to bully them and say, no, you just leave that one alone. When it's time to travel, I will show you. When it's time to travel, that's when the children are going to realize that there's no daddy spent all the money in the book. In our own life, we do things that we need to be accountable. And you don't have to be fully accountable by every step of the way, statement, every line dotted out. If you show us a dashboard for this GoFundMe, just a dashboard to say, guys, what is in the front is exactly what is in the back. Otito. It's just 2 screenshots. One screenshot, this is the front. Second, nobody is asking you for password. Second screenshot, balance as of today. Bali. So what is it that is difficult about little things when we and it's more like heart-wrenching that we are selective when we see evil happening in our society. The same thing VDM is actually sort of like trying to put out in the public, just to let us know that the kind of justice a poor man gets is different from the justice a rich man gets. And whilst we're advocating on behalf of this man thinking he is poor and is being cheated, and I know he's not poor because the public is not poor, because the public is rich. The public has enriched his pockets immensely. And at the same time, like they say in Yoruba, Owan Shojoro. 3 bank accounts, GoFundMe, Access, and Wema. How greedy do you think you can get? Nobody is even asking you to give any accountability about what is in Wema and Access for now. EFCC can do that easily. Should be in a Nigerian account. But GoFundMe, click on the button, log in, show us the panel. We'll tell you what is going in, what is coming, and what may have gone out, and what dates. It's just a front panel. When you show us that and do a screenshot of that, which you cannot doctor, because if you do doctor that, we will catch you because we can request that information for GoFundMe themselves to confirm it. So you've got nowhere to hide. Little accountability in business. There's no business that you can establish on the face of this earth. And I would definitely do not want to compare Nigeria to any country at all. The only question is, why are we different? What is wrong with us? What is it about honesty that we don't have? Do DNA, you say no. Be accountable for the money you are taking off the public, you said no. What is the difference between the two of you? What is the difference between that process of us believing that both you and everyone, the 26 people that gave statement to the police, Baba and Mama, on both sides of MOHBAD and Wumi, and their sisters and their siblings and brothers are all liars. They are all liars. No one is telling us the truth. The truth ain't going to come from anybody. The truth will not come from anybody. You cannot be flagrant. You cannot be careless. You cannot be loose-tongued to point and be telling us, if you don't like what we're doing, come and collect your money. That is too big for your mouth. That is too big for that mouth of yours. You need to brush that teeth. Use spackle, use bleach, use kerosene from Dangote's refinery if possible. Sanitize your mouth before you open that mouth and talk, because when you go to your church and you go and preach, you don't have to be accountable for them, because that is a different process. That's a different process. In certain, say, some countries, whether you are a church or not, you still have to, whether you want to cook the buku, you will still have to say, this is the money we collected, this is what we did with it. You still have to give accounts. Otherwise, people will be laundering money. Criminals will be laundering money through mosques and churches. So, whichever way you're going to do it, cook the book. Be a cook. Get a cook to cook the book. But at least, come on, after 1 year of no result, show people something. Give them a reason to carry on. And no wonder everybody will switch to Yomi Fabiyi. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. If it gets up to a point and people have learned their lesson, people will not have to wait 12 months before they start shouting, screaming, and asking for the same thing. Doesn't matter what it says today, but in the next how many weeks, the whole thing can scatter. Area can scatter. Why? Because another foundation can come and be transparent instantly. Another foundation can come and say, this is our bank account that we've opened. These are our donors. These are our patrons. These are our people that we are working. These are the organizations that have made pledges. These are the ones that have put money in. This is the bank account. Even before we start. And if such organization comes through, it will be clear that the public may run in that direction to at least see what things are being done for. What the money is being used for, not buying shirts, buying a car, buying a bus, and doing all this stuff. Shouldn't an NGO, an organization of that magnitude, or however big or small, shouldn't they have their own fund and use their own fund directed at buying a bus or setting up an office and employing people? They should be able to do that. That is not what you go to the public for. You don't go to the public and start demanding little, for every little thing you do, you want money. Every little thing, every time you breathe, every time you want to go to the toilet and buy new toilet paper to wipe your bum, you go to the public. Rome was not built that way. It wasn't built in a day. A fascinating country that you go to that is so beautiful. Go to Dubai. How old is Dubai? How old is Abu Dhabi? How old are these countries? Go to these countries today. If they've laid the countries on the foundation of lack of transparency and lack of accountability to their own citizens, do you think they will be where they are today? You're talking about a country where even people, citizens, don't even have to work if they don't want to work. And they will be accountable. They will be generous to their own citizens. The public are generous to you. You have the mind, the knack, the temerity, the effrontery to actually say you don't have to be accountable. Let me drop my mic for now. Good evening, Chairman. Good evening, Susie. Good evening, Jack, Rotex, Sam, Aristocrat, where you are. I'm sure you are stuck somewhere with your signal. Supreme Iron Lady, I hail you all, but I will rest my mic for now.
Mr. The IT guy, thank you very much. You're not audible.
Sorry. Chairman, look. $5,000 up my far. Go ahead, Jack.
Okay, thank you. The IT guy, thank you so much for a very powerful, eye-opening speech that you've given, submission. You see, the thing is this: if these people are saying that accountability is nothing, is accountability, so on and stuff like that. Why? The question is, why do they even think? Why do they think they're asking those people in that house? They want to hold them accountable for the death of MOHBAD. The only reason is because of accountability. And that's what it means. Accountability simply means responsibility, answerability. You have to be responsible for yourself as a human being. Those of us, somebody's name. Those of us that will live in the Western world, you see, the way things are abroad is such that you have to be responsible for yourself. You have to live a responsible life. That is what accountability is talking about. Every day of your life, every day, everything we do centers around accountability. You go to the market, it's accountability. You go to a shopping mall to buy something, it's accountability. At the end of the day, even before you leave the shopping mall, you're thinking, how much have I spent? You always have to think about it. You always have to do it. How much have I spent today? When you get home at night, you want to know. You want to check your expenditure. You want to check you want to look through all the expenses you've made that day. That's accountability. It's just being responsible for something. It's not even about. We are not even talking about somebody being put in charge of money now. And if you look at these people, you see, any system or anybody who is in a process or who are handling any process, and they're telling you that accountability is nothing, just know that process is endemic with stealing. That process is flawed with stealing. That process, they have flooded it, and it's all about how to steal. The moment anybody is talking about is saying that they can't be held accountable in any process or in any instance. That's what they want to do. They want to steal. That's what it means. If you look at same thing that Baba MOHBAD, Grexy, Muyiwa, these people that are in charge of this GoFundMe. If you look at what they're doing, what they're currently doing, if you look at Baba MOHBAD, for instance, I heard BUKKY say in one of whatever, I don't even, it's not like I'm trying to make reference to whatever she said, but she was saying in one, I think, audio that Paparano played, she wanted Baba MOHBAD to go to somewhere, maybe Ibadan, to go and pray or whatever. This man was telling her that he doesn't even have transportation fare to go there. So people that don't want to give accountability, when you look at them very well, they always need money for everything, but they don't want to explain how they spend that money. If you look at this other guy too, that's the only problem I have with that guy is the fact that you're saying you don't want to be accountable to anybody. The same way he's not even accountable to CAC. This Yomi guy, I don't have any problem with anybody, but the moment there is no transparency in your life, the moment you don't believe in accountability, you are telling people that accountability, fuck it. It doesn't matter. That moment, just know that this person is a professional broad daylight robber. He too was given money, go somewhere, transport yourself. Even you needed clothes, he had to ask for money for it. And all of these people will tell you, no accountability. I'm not accountable to no one. It is wrong. You are accountable for everything you do, even in life. Why do businesses, why do they prepare daily recording of their daily financial engagements on a daily basis? Why did they do it? Why did they do it? Why don't they say, oh no, until when I'm done with the job you gave me, or until when I get the job done, or until when I get to a certain level in the business, that is when we'll now start doing our daily giving accounts of our daily activities. The moment anybody starts saying that, look, even if that person says, I am the solution to your problem, run away from that person. Those are the hallmarks of thieves, professional thieves, broad daylight robbers. These are people, these are professional broad daylight robbers, pathological robbers from the Pathological Robbers Hall of Fame. That's where they're from. They're thieves, no other name. You must give account. Even our life, the life that we have been giving, we still gotta give account to someone, God. Are we gonna stand before God and tell him, who the fuck are you to say that we should come and give account to you? You give account at every stage in life, every day, every second. So please, the moment anybody is telling you accountability is accountability is nothing, I don't need to give it. That person is a thief. Forget if that person has heaven and earth to give you. Even if that person is the only person that can give justice for MOHBAD, he's a thief. I don't know how this man played everybody, played the whole public. I don't know how he did it. That the whole public queued behind him. And they did the juju very well, to the point that the whole public could start donating in to GoFundMe. When this man is not an NGO, they are donating money into an individual account. Some are even giving it into his personal local account. I don't know the kind of juju this guy knock everybody. I don't understand. I can't comprehend it. People should have called this man in the beginning. Should have told him, look, you queue behind us. We are the public. Our action led to the exhumation of your son's body, not your action. Queue behind us. Your family can have a lawyer. Your lawyer will work with the NGO that we, the public, deem fit to work on this matter, on this case. In this case, queue behind us. You just stay behind us. Your lawyer can work with our lawyer, with the NGO's lawyer. Of course, there would have been an MOU between the NGO and the public. Some people that represent the public, and that is how it should have been. It should have been. You are not an NGO. How can people start donating money like crazily into your account? And to make matter worse, these people never gave any form of accountability ever since they have been involved in this whole thing. Money is good. Business is good. Money you didn't work for is very good. To them, they were just grabbing everybody's money. And the moment anybody says, start donating, and that donation has no end. That donation has no expiry date. They just tell you, keep donating, keep donating. It's not like a sieve. They needed 5 million naira. And then they say, oh, we need 5. What we need, maybe we want to pay a lawyer or want to do this, and we need 15 million naira. And then they say, please, people, can we raise 15 million naira? And the moment that money gets to that cap, 15 million naira, you stop it. Every second you keep telling people, we now have 13 million, or we now have 13.5. We now have, once it is 15 million, stop it. Once you don't stop it, you are a thief. You don't stop it. It's not that you want to tell people how the money comes, who contributed the money. Even if you don't want to tell that, it's not like you're going to tell them, we have now successfully raised 30 million instead of 15 million. And this excess 15 million, we will use it for so. But if we cannot use it, we just put it somewhere, just so that we still have this money. You are not giving nothing. You just went on a what will I call it? You just went on this marathon, on this money contributing marathon. Everybody is contributing insanely, needlessly, massively, profusely, non-stop. Please, the moment anybody comes to this justice and the person is telling you that he's not going to give account, I don't care. Even if it is just 1 naira that was given to that person to work with. The moment that person says it can't give account, just label that person a thief. Don't call that person a scammer. He's a thief. A thief is a thief. Baba Mohbad, Gurexi, Muiwa, these are broad daylight thieves. These are robbers. They are thieves. They have stolen your money. Let me tell you something. Even if they show the dashboard of that GoFundMe and the money is still lying there, let me tell you something. They are still thieves. You know what they want? You know what they wanted to do? Or what they would have succeeded doing? What they wanted to do is this. They probably sent a thief like them, BUKKY Jesse, out to sort of like gauge your reaction, to sort of like see how you're going to react. They might say, oh, you are still saying the GoFundMe, the money is still there in the dashboard because some people have borrowed us naira because we don't want to go straight away to touch the money. So some people have raised 30 million naira for us to do the autopsy and the toxicology. And that's why we said we have spent almost 30 million naira for autopsy and toxicology. So now what will now happen is the people that gave us that money, we now need to pay them with the money in the GoFundMe. That is even if it is not that they have shared that one already, the GoFundMe money. If the money is still lying if they show the dashboard and we still see the money lying there, let me tell you the truth, they are still thieves because what they want to do, they wanted to gauge our reaction. They wanted to see if anybody will raise alarm, if anybody will raise objection to what they have said. And if nobody raised, so be it. And then they will just go. That's what they say, want it jello. They will go unnoticed and that money is gone. Either way, they are thieves. They are broad daylight robbers. This is broad daylight robbery. Robbery, that's what it is. That is what it is. And we should call it for what it is. And these people, they're going to go down. They're going to go down in history as precautionary tale for those other people that may want to use the death of their loved ones, of their deceased, to make money off it, to turn it into profit-making venture. They will serve, it's going to serve as a strong deterrent to them. Just the same way we want to get MOHBAD justice by sending those killers to jail, by ensuring that they get what they deserve according to law. According to the law, they get what they deserve. If it is a capital punishment, they get it. So as to send a strong deterrent to every other person that may want to kill another man's son, that may want to kill another superstar, that may want to kill another man who has got no name, who has got no mouth, who has got no family in government, whose family names are not brands or are not brand names. That is what we are doing. The same way we send that kind of strong deterrent is the same way we should send it to them. Baba Mohbad, Gurexi, BUKKY Jesse, and their legal team, whoever they have shared the money with. It's the same way. I yield.
Any other gist? What's new? I've been listening to everybody. I just don't want to get involved. I've been busy.
Good evening, aristocrats. Hope you're good.
Hello,
Hey, Jack.
everyone. Good evening. I was just going to ask you, Mr. Sir Aristocrat, I was just going to ask you to bring me up. I was just going to type on the comment section, and then you did. Thank you for bringing me up. I'm actually here to make people laugh because everyone is too serious.
Yes. Go ahead. I like that. It's Friday.
Yeah, Jack is just crying.
Jack!
Who's that? Jack is just crying. Jack, you are just crying and crying. I say, they have chopped the money. So why are you crying? The monies are gone. The money is gone. 30 billion. They've bought 5 cars. It's in the container coming. You know, it should be in the what they call that place, Canary Wharf. They are clearing the cars right now. So forget, stop crying. All the money now belongs to them. So it is not for justice for MOHBAD anymore. Yomi now will have to hope for another fundraising. You know, if there is anything really left for him to do. Because as it stands, I don't think that, let me just be positive. You know, the results we're waiting for, the toxicology and autopsy, let's hope, you know, maybe there's a way forward, you know, once we see the results. But I doubt it, though, because if the government's result is actually showing inconclusive, so would Baba's own not make any difference, really? And even if, you know, there's something there, because if they are claiming that there are powers and forces that is stopping this justice for MOHBAD, do you think those forces will make that the report be conclusive? So, my darling, all the monies are gone. They have to shop the monies. You know, they've been praying for this opportunity, you know, to just smell a little bit of fame, you know, because you could see that this family, they were too envious of MOHBAD. They just wanted to live that life that MOHBAD lived before he passed on. So now that they have that opportunity, they don't want it to pass them by. So they had to do whatever they have to do in their power to make sure they shop some monies before they go. So, my darling, if you contributed towards their fame, don't see it as a loss, see it as a gain. At least someone is flexing somewhere. Because I contributed as well. We can't keep crying. We can't keep crying, my darling. Let's just, you know, wish them the best. We've done our best for justice for MOHBAD, you know. So maybe God will have to give us that justice, because as it stands, if there are really forces as they claimed, my darling, justice don't finish. Oh. We just have to wait. I think Yomi was saying that they want to postpone the next inquest, something like that. You know, hopefully they don't. Well, let's look forward to what that day is going to bring. Hopefully it's going to be a good outcome, but I doubt it. You know, it's still going to be another lies if they even ask for any witnesses to come and then give their own should I say, lies, because all we got from them so far is just bunch of lies, and we're gonna keep getting lies from them. So let's just take heart. We've done our best for Mohbad, and he will have to fight his fight now, because that family is they don't have any iota of how do I put it, conscience, like anything that is love in them. So we love Mohbad, and he know it. So what can we do? We tried our best. We can seek justice for other people, family that are really worth it, because this family, they're not worth anything, just talk of justice. So make we just leave them like that. Una don't try, all of una. Una well done, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Jack, Susie, the IT guy, Sir, my honorable, the most supreme mama, Mr. Aristocrat, sir. You've all done your best. Congratulations, and I hope that how do they speak this year, bro? I'm just being silly this evening, Sha. You guys don't take any notice of me. Don't take wow. How do you say it? You whatever you do to have the best gain in life. You guys, you've put a lot of effort, and I pray that whatever you do, you have a better result. But with this justice for Mohbad, we've tried our best. A lot of people did actually. They came, together in the beginning. A lot of effort was put into this justice for Mohbad. But unfortunately, the people that came to take over did not really recognize that effort because of their selfish interest. So what are we going to do? So if they come to us on the 30th and say they want to bury their son, are we going to drag their son with them? We're not going to. So what can we do? That is what I am expecting from them anyway. For them to say, you know what, we've done our best. The powers, above have stopped the justice. Of course, they're going to always blame the government. And so therefore, 1 year, they've done their best within that 1 year and no way forward. So therefore, they want to go bury their son. We go cry, one can cry past the bereaved. They already tell us, say, the bereaved want to be famous. And we are here crying on TikTok. Dallas, now don't try. Well, wonderful now. Everyone is so quiet. Nobody's even
Why
saying
you laugh? Why you laugh?
Why are you so silly this evening? Is anybody there?
Yeah, natural day here. I ain't change that to no time.
Somebody said something on Celeste's platform yesterday. whether I was laughing or was sniggering or whatever the case may be. And I said, if they run away with our money and we can't cry, at least we can laugh about it.
Exactly.
But she's almost telling me it's not funny. And I'm thinking, well, I am laughing because I'm not gonna put myself to cry. They say we can't worry or cry more than the bereaved.
Exactly. At least we've made somebody's life more interesting. So that's the wish come true for them.
The sad affair about my people, our gracious and our wonderful people is that someone did say something about a percentage of the crowd, the population, especially in Nigeria, will probably have after India. Maybe I don't know what the rate of illiteracy is in Nigeria compared to India. And the thing is, when you put the process together, why is it that the moment we make up our mind, which is a problem we actually have, when we see things changing around us for the better, when we see opportunity to actually engage and make amends, we tend not to? Do you understand? We get so stubborn, and we just kind of say, you know, once the moment the general population starts falling by, that's it. The ones that are following with me, that's it. And then the ones are bored, are boring like us, they will be jumping ship left, right, and center, like BioBillions, for instance. Where is it today? He's jumping, hopping from like an ashawo, just jumping from one bed to another, like an aged prostitute, you know. And you know, because we need to be able to fine tune our mind, because when we went to school and at the time your father may be saying maybe you should be a doctor, maybe you should be a lawyer and all this kind of stuff, and then you have this vision, I'm going to be a lawyer, I'm going to be a doctor. But when you get to this university, you realize your brain ain't going to go in that parallel. Your brain is not going to carry being a lawyer or being a doctor. So it's either you're going to be honest with yourself, or you're going to push yourself and lie to yourself and come out being an awful lawyer or an awful doctor. And then you finish, you can't practice, you know. And your family, they put so much into it, this and that. But there are times when we need to be honest with ourselves and say, Papa, I beg you, just like MOHBAD said, Baba, you run me lost school, Baba send me to poly, I collect money, then pay school fees, I no go class, and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, least, you know, at the end of the day, there's something for everyone, and then
at the end of the day, the same thing now. There's now something in the coffers for everybody after the man bite. You see, you take the man out, you took the man out. I mean, you see, the thing is, when you look at a situation where people are mindless, I mean, when people kind of do something as mindless as law, God give it, God take it. And God give it, God take it. That's it. Oh. So everybody can just come together, just pick up their scripts, go to the police station, tell all their lies, get the public money, get the public lawyers support from on the legal side of things, and just sit down there and just chill. Just go to radio station, record station, go and do 70-30, produce an album. And for what we heard, the music that is even coming out is probably plagiarized. He didn't even compose the music. It's probably what someone sang somewhere. You know, plagiarism. I don't know how much how many percentage the original composer of the song would have actually got out of. I mean, what is wrong is wrong. What is wrong with you? You want to actually sort of like you curse plague, leprosy. How is that leprosy not going to inadvertently now creep over your soul? Because you said anyone who goes out there to make profit of the death of your son, which you are doing every day, you're going to sign a 70-30 contract, Baba. Borrow some brain now. Kilo de, kilo shele. You know, and when we look at this, and the people that are supporting this man are the yes men, the yes women, the yes boss, the people whose parents have got it wrong before they died. They've always said yes, yes, yes. And that yes is what they took to their graves, and they've just implanted it in the brains of these individuals. And they just said, once they say that is Baba, that's Baba. Oh. Don't do this, oh, Baba. Oh. When they say that is Mama, that's Mama. Oh. You don't do this, so you just have you. Then at the end of the day, you don't even have your mind. And I would love to kind of come across anyone who is under the age of, let's even try very hard, under the age of 35. Under the age of 35, that is Nigerian, that is actually clamoring and flying the flag for Joseph Aloba. And I will say, if you you want to make anything out of your life and you want to prosper in life, look at how this man's life ended up. And at the end of the day, is the glory that is looked for all his life. He's going to get it off the back end of the death of his son. He's going to be the next Aloba that is going to be labeled as a superstar. He's going to be MOHBAD. He's going to be MOHBAD. So when MOHBAD was bad, from a biblical sense, aspect of umbringing, for that aspect of Bashekokoni, my pastor, how can they go and choose a name and say MOHBAD? And then when the guy died, you stand there, you stood there and say, look, see your life. You see your life? You see your life? You are saying that to a dead man. To a dead man.
He can't hear it.
Whatever. Can you hear me now? Am I audible?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
So we can hear you. Yeah. So the situation is what is wrong about a process when that situation was live? It is what is wrong about it is what is right when that person died, and that is the sad thing about this whole process. My pastor will share something, almost something, and all this kind of stuff. At that point in time, he probably would have thought it's disowned the man. But the moment words on the street is saying, MOHBAD is beginning to make money, MOHBAD Shishu and all that kind of stuff, before you know it, Baba started going to MOHBAD every Saturday or wherever to go and lick some pepper soup with him. Is that how life actually works? Is that how it works when your son at the age of 16, 17 can walk out of your home and go and live with a friend or wherever the case the arrangement was at the time? How do you expect this guy to go to poly when he goes to this poly? He cannot even finish the poly on wherever it is in the cup, and he knew that. It wasn't discovered by you. Because left for you alone, it's okay for him to be in church, to just be beating drums and be doing bagam and be collecting petty money here and there. And the guy knew that is not for him. So you that said you have glory, you've chosen your own platform. You've chosen your own glory already. Is a church thing, is a clergyman stuff and all that kind of that. When I said theology in the gutters, Comfy got angry yesterday. Yes, theology in the gutters. If you can alter that statement to say God that giveth is the one that taketh, in which bloody book do you get that? In which process do you go to someone's child's burial and you go and say, "Don't worry, God that giveth is taketh is okay"? Come on, what are we playing at here? Why are we lost for words? We are lost for words. Why? Because the disbelief in the process where the family cannot tell the truth, where we all became Columbus, we become Agatha Christie's of the 2024, the Nigerian Columbus and the Nigerian Agatha Christie's, and we are going left, right, and center. They are throwing us this way, they throw us that way, they punch us this way, we go down, we get up, they give us a nosebleed. No DNA, no accountability for money that the public is giving you. Now that the money is running out, you now want to send your armies. Women especially. Fear woman. You know? You fear a woman in that process. Now, women then go throw inside the area to catch you for brokos. And before you know what's going on, well, the deed is done. It's too late. You see? So we are where we are. Someone, Jack, please mute yourself. Sorry, thanks. And we are where we are. But the thing is, where do we go from here? What is the way forward? Okay, we're clamoring, on getting what's it called again? Foundation and all that kind of stuff. And then we had a discussion this afternoon about Yomi Fabiyi and African television. And I withdrew my endorsement or support for anybody And that is more like all I'm going to do is just give you the benefit of the doubt. And if you kind of believe that you've got something to say, come to the public and say it. Don't be scared. Put yourself together. Come to the public and say it. Yomi is doing it. He has his fans. And if African television, I will be blunt about it, wants to do the same, he should come to the public and engage with the public or engage with people. Like I put it earlier, I didn't even mention the public. Engage with people and then and pick up your confidence from there. Get ready with your portfolio. Highlight your mission and your visions to the general public, and the rest of it is up to people and who you present it to work out whether they want to support you. And at the end of the day, some people have they're getting careless, saying something about he doesn't need your money. Let me see how you are gonna, why you want to be an NGO and you want to be a freedom fighter or whatever it is you are doing, that you don't need the support of people on the street. You will need support of people on the street. People who love your work will come and support you. Yeah, carry on, Tia.
The IT guy, I just wanted to ask you a question. But seriously now, what more can Yomi do? What more can Yomi really do?
No, Yomi don't even have to do anything anymore.
Since they've handed the case to what do they call them? The inquest. You know, because
they've handed what to what? Say that again.
The case. Because it's now with the inquest. Because after the inquest, if there are evidence, which they don't really have any as it stands, maybe then it will go further to the court. Because the investigation, as far as we're concerned, the police have already completed the investigation, as the claims have been made. So now, what more can you do?
Well, what it is, first of all, I would say, has anything changed in the process? So I don't think much has changed. It's exactly what we believe would happen. Whether it's conclusive or inconclusive, it depends on the effort on the ground right now, whether respective people have been petitioned and whether engaging with the police direct and police will find something within, or you will find something within our legislation and within the constitution to kind of say that the public can then sort of like advocate on behalf of MOHBAD directly without the complainants. And that is what, because the thing is actually that you, Yomi, can petition the police. You, Yomi, can petition individuals. But you're going to have to sort of like find a process that holds water. And if you're able to find one.
On what ground, really?
Well, let's say for instance, we, the public, want to bring something to police's attention, and we want to put a petition against an individual because that individual has been rolling their tongue in public and they haven't actually been picked up by the police as suspects. And then we, the general public, have now gone to the police to now say we have vested interest in this case as members of the public. We would like you to invite this guy for questioning. And if they can allow us to do that because it's a public case, then why not petition people who has been rolling their tongues in public loosely? You see, there has to be something. We have to do it. And when we do it and they reject it, then we know there's no way there. Do you understand? This is how we need to approach things. You see, when we put the fear in ourselves and we haven't actually tread one terrain and we're advising ourselves that it's not going to work, that is a failure already even before we start. And then sometimes we don't even need lawyers. I live in England there, and I've won cases in county courts. I've won cases in county courts.
Yeah, but
because I don't believe I need a lawyer. Yes.
Yeah, but the IT guy, there are petitions that was actually put on hold, because from the Supreme Lady, they actually wrote a petition against several people, which wasn't even recognized by them because somebody actually put a stop to it. So if they have put a stop to those petitions, so do you not think what we public will now put together will now
let's see how we've written the petition, and let's understand the reason why they're directing us to the complainant to put a seal of approval on it. And I think that is the only way it will stall. It will be, go to the complainant and get a complainant. As we know, that is the system, the authorities against the complainant. And this is the process of engagement as far as we're concerned. And if our constitution doesn't actually allow us to engage with the police directly without the sign-off of Mr. Joseph Aloba, that is the reason why everything will just pile up there. And he's not going to sign any of it. So we know. The thing is, Yomi will carry on doing his work. He will use whatever resources he has right now to improve himself, strengthen himself. He will look at the flaws in the process. He will probably pay attention to all the critiques and the criticism and actually align himself for a better way to engage with the public and a better process and all that kind of stuff. And he will carry on doing that. I mean, what else do you want the man to do? And he will obviously work with lawyers who are good at looking for alternatives. And maybe if you work with good lawyers, there may be alternatives there that we don't know about. We engaging with Amen. Amen is working on some things in the background and all that kind of stuff. If it brings it out to the adjudicators, and we all sit around the table and dissect it and think that there is something in it, even if there's something in it, at least if we try, we've tried. That's what we need to do. We need to try, So until we've tried these things, we will not know exactly where we can get. And this is we don't have to be it doesn't matter if things are piled up. When things are piled up, the people public that have written petition, they haven't actually got anywhere and they've actually sidelined it. I think those people should come together and engage and find out exactly what it is that they may have done wrong. And if the stumbling block, the actual brick wall at that point in time, there is a fact that if the complainant hasn't signed it or attested to it, is going nowhere. And then yes, it's just a matter of looking for alternative. There is nothing more that can be done. 12 months we've relented all our efforts on these guys, and they've turned out to be cowboys. You see, and the legal aspect of this whole situation is not my forte. But the thing is that if we look at things logically, there is always going to be different routes to the market, because the marketplace is a very big place. And you will have different access to the market. So we will have different access to until we all then announce, and the people that have put petition come up collectively, and then announce this whole thing to the public, to let the public know that the reason why we have failed and the reason why we can't go forward collectively is this. And then that way, all the legal professionals that are listening, that are on the side of justice, that believe there are alternative, there is something we can do, then we'll come up. We can't do things in isolation. As I've heard from you, and you say because of this, they've actually sort of like sidelined some of the petition. Not many people will know about it. People will just be picking up information. And then, I think maybe Supreme Iron Lady, who has been instrumental in this process, can engage with other people that have written petition that has been sidelined, look through that, and then let's see exactly where we're failing. Let's see exactly whether the reason why this is turned out is synonymous, sort of like is uniform to the reason why the rest of it is turned down. So that way we can sort of like, juxtapose this whole situation and look for similarities or dissimilarities. Maybe when we dissect it that way. Yeah.
Do you know what I kind of gathered from this whole thing, the IT guy? Because Mr. Joseph Aloba,
I will try and engage for another 5 minutes before I have to disappear, but carry on.
Okay, you see, Mr. Joseph Aloba refused to petition any of them. And the petitions that was done by the public, you know, certain people in the public, was also put aside. It's, you know, there was no attention paid to those petitions. And if we now think, oh, maybe we are going to write a petition to petition these individuals, I don't think if they are going to even take a look at it. You know, the reason why I am saying this is probably because they know, the family, every single one of them know what happened to their son, so as the government. So really, they don't want to petition anybody because they know those people that we are pointing fingers at are not the one that did the deed. So really, if we start petitioning people, is that we are just fighting ourselves because they know who's done it. And then because this family, they were there when it happens. Hold on, IT guy. Because they were there when it happens.
Okay.
And though they witness it, but they can't speak because of the person that done it is kind of in a higher position, and they can just click their fingers and then that is it. It will be the end of their life. You know, I think that is what I am saying here. That, you know, though the family know who's done it, but they can't really speak because for Baba to have refused to petition, you know, the people that were with MOHBAD within 48 hours, it shows that he knows what happened to. It shows that he knows what happened to MOHBAD, because really, if he petitioned them, it's like they are just fighting each other when they already know the truth. And for Wumi to have gathered that confidence to swear at Baba, it shows that she was also fighting for her life. That this man. So are you not trying to twist this whole thing when you know what happened already? So for her to have even lashed out on him, it shows that she was actually angry with Baba, that you know what happened to your son. So why are you trying to now twist this whole thing on me? You know, any woman will react that way, like, look at this man. So now because you don't love me, or because of your interest or whatsoever, so now you want to start picking a fight with me, when you know that the person that have done this, we can't really fight this person even if we come together. You know? Because I've been looking at the pictures and I've been just trying to look at the bigger picture, like, come on, Mr. Aloba is refusing to petition these people, and they are also refusing to petition Baba because in several occasions they had laid accusation on Baba that, oh, he's done it. But Baba never accused any one of them. But he never petitioned them either. And then the public is saying, okay, the people in the house, they know something, or rather one of them done it. And none of them are coming out to speak. No matter the amount of money, if truly one of them in that house done it, somebody would have spoken by now. It's 1 year gone. You know, just take a look at the bigger picture, because I think there's something happened which they know about, but the person that done this have a bigger rank than all of them. Have a bigger rank than all of them, so they are scared for their lives.
Yeah, so can I answer the question you asked before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You asked a question about, like, I can't remember the question personally because I've lost my line of thought. But I know it's about the way forward, right?
Yes.
It's about way forward. Okay. You see, the public, I said it in the morning, we were the ones who made a mistake. We made a mistake. We went about this whole thing the wrong way. Let's forget about the state or the police now that they don't want to give justice. The public, we made a huge mistake. And that mistake was the fact that we allowed Joseph Aloba to hijack that movement, that process. The moment he hijacked that process, that's the reason why all the petitions the Supreme Lady or whoever that has filed or of course filed any petition. That's the reason why the petitions have not been attended to, approved. You know why? Because when you're supposed to have some people in place to check, to always watch the activities of the police, the whatever role that they play, and those people are not doing nothing. Those people, they're doing nothing. I can hear you. Who's speaking?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, this is natural. You know, I just want to think a word. For when you say we are public alarm, Mama to adapt the justice. No. Because if you look at it, like what Pastor was saying, these people have settled. I don't know if they are watching this senator about wherever. That man came to that house for settlement. These people have been settled. You understand? And Baba look at it that they have the upper hand. My opinion, so he has to cry out to work along with the public. So even if you say they did not attend to the petition, you understand? No, because immediately they send that, they will also inform, because this is Nigeria, these are the workings. When they want to settle things, they will call the family. Somebody is sending it, so is it necessary? They are giving it also amount of money. Should we go ahead or ignore it? You will say, if you say no, don't ignore it. Say, okay, what about the money we gave you? Do you want us to bring you out? No, ignore it. Are you getting my point? That is something I just want to bring down. Continue.
Okay, thank you, Natural. I really appreciate that. You see, this is the point. This is what I want to hear, and I will use the example that I use in the morning. You see, the public, we have worked really hard on this case. We have put in a lot of effort. But the thing is this: the effort we have put in, all the work that we've put in, is it in the right direction? Is it a step in the right direction? This is it. I use an example of me. There was a time I was trying to, my car's sunroof was not, just one day, just decided not to close properly. And it was raining period then. So, I took the car to a garage. And when I got there, the guy said, oh, okay, it's going to take maybe a few hours to fix it. And I left the car and I went. And by the time I came back, at the end of the day, that was pretty much almost a whole day. This guy was busy. He didn't fix nothing. You know what? The problem was mechanical. But this man kept fighting with electric. He was looking at the problem electrically. So the following day, I took the car to another garage. And this person, because that's what he specializes in, it didn't take more than an hour. He had the car fixed because he knew or he knows that the problem is mechanical. So that's the difference. We, the public, from the onset, we queue behind Joseph Aloba, who now arranged Gorexi and Muiwa to work with him, who now engage the service of a legal team, Odumusu, Shitu, whatever you call them. They hijacked that process at that point. We, the public, our power, they were stopping our power. The impact of public outcry, public voice, they stop it because they have no intention to prosecute, to bring any killers to book.
And sorry to hijack your thoughts, Jack. And do you actually think the reason why they done that was because when they went to Falana, because don't forget, the Falana was supposed to represent the whole family, but something was said in that office or chamber or whatever place they practice, which didn't go down well with the whole family. And then those decisions were made afterwards, because don't forget, the father is not entitled to whatever the child leaves behind. Your thoughts?
Tessa, yeah. I really get that. You see, the point I'm trying to make is this. You see, normally, in the when this whole thing started, when the body was exhumed, the public was supposed to have a legal representative. That's what I mean is they were supposed to be working. There should be an NGO that probably would have volunteered, or some people would suggest, and then they will be working with the public. They will be the public's voice. They'll be the public.
Jack, the public did.
No. Wait, let me finish. When I finish, you get what I'm saying. You won't get me if I don't finish. Sorry, I'm sorry, Tessa. Look, this is the thing. This NGO will be working. This foundation will be working with credible radical lawyers, and these lawyers, if this NGO, if they need a licensed investigator, they will bring them in. You see, their work is this. Their work is just one thing: to always ensure that the police, who are the investigators as well as prosecutors, they do the right thing. So now, you see, when this NGO, when the legal team, when they put in a petition, let's say they put in a petition straight at Alagbon, the petition, the content of the petition is this: they are going to be asking the police to investigate all the individuals, those people in that house, that they, including the wife, as to the role they play. What happened? How MOHBAD died in that house. They're going to be asking them. That's what they're going to be asking. They're going to be asking them in relation to any struggle in the house. They are the ones that will tell all of this into the police. Do your investigation. Go there. You're going to see struggle, broken railings. You're going to see all of this. There was blood platters. You are the one to tell them. They will do that. And immediately they write the petition. When you write a petition, the police will tell you, okay, come back in a week's time or in 2 weeks' time, that it would have been approved. Immediately they write the petition. That was what Baba MOHBAD them. That was what they were supposed to be doing with their Lego team. They were not doing it because they were working against the cause of justice. Immediately they write that petition. They were supposed to go outside the place, Alagbon right there, or anywhere, Panti. Outside there, hold a press briefing. Tell the public what you have done. That is how public voice can fight for anybody. Why? How can public outcry have any impact when you have made everything under G? What is fucking under G here? The NGO now, way forward. If there is an NGO now today, you will see the difference between what the rubbish and the nonsense that Baba MOHBAD and his team that they did. You will see the difference. Let everybody support one NGO today, public, and let this NGO work. Give them very good lawyer to work with. You will see when they petition me and all of these people that were in the house. You will see immediately they lodge that petition. They come out and tell the public. That's what happened in each of them.
Hold on, let me tell you something. The public did, because I stood with these people at that foundation. Yes, in the beginning.